Hey guys, happy Friday. So I hope you aren't melting away in this lovely heat, but hopefully I will be able to share with you some information that I learned from coaching and counseling patients and clients that might bring some light and calmness to your Friday. So I wanted to talk about why I feel the scale is not the best indicator in terms of your health. So for those who really struggle with that anxiety right before they get on the scale, or maybe they're getting upset over the fact that maybe the scale went up a pound or two, I wanted to kind of alleviate those feelings of torment because I personally do feel the scale is not the best indicator, and these are the reasons why. First of all, the scale measures pounds, right? So it has nothing to do with you being unhealthy if you're a certain poundage, because in reality, say if you drank 16 ounces of water or you had a meal, yes, the scale is going to be up a pound or two. So I don't want you to really focus on that scale too much, because it's the composition of your entire body that's more important. It's not how much your body weighs at that specific time, meaning how much you have inside of your stomach stored away. So that is not a good indicator. You could even test this theory by, say, weighing yourself, then drinking a cup of water or two, get back on the scale. I bet you will be up a pound. So that's why I don't want you to worry about that. And if you are using the scale as an indicator to measure your progress, what I would say is weigh yourself in the morning, right when you wake up, after you go to the bathroom, of course, and see what that weight is. And then wait a few days after that, because if we weigh ourselves too often, then other factors will play into it, like what we ate the night before, or maybe too much sodium or water. So make sure we don't weigh ourselves too often, or we could be feeling disappointed. I would rather see you measure in inches, because this might be a better way to accurately define what your successes are. Number two, another reason why the scale is not a good indicator is because muscle ultimately indicates a lot for us. So with that being said, I hear a lot of times people say, oh, muscle weighs more than fat, so that's why with athletes the scale's a poor indicator. Well, actually, muscle weighs the same as fat. However, muscle takes up a smaller space. So say if we have like 5 pounds of fat, for example, our fat would be like this much for 5 pounds. But say if we have 5 pounds of muscle, maybe muscle would be this much in our body. So that's why, although it weighs the same, it takes up a different amount of surface area. So that's why athletes who appear to be slim, maybe the scale is up a little bit for them. So body composition, your fat percentage and your muscle percentage, and a change in that is the best way to determine success as well. And there's only certain machines that are capable of doing that. So just make sure you step on a body composition scale before you start to get discouraged about that scale going up or down. So now that I talked about why I'm not the biggest fan of the scale, here are the other things that you can do to monitor your progress. So I've already mentioned measure your inches. What you can also do is food journal and really go through that and see what your behaviors are like. Maybe on weekends you're finding that you're doing more once in a while foods, or maybe you're having a little bit more of, how do we say, adult beverages. So it's something to look at and determine how frequent these things are, and that would be a good determinant of your health. So notice I'm talking about behaviors. Behaviors are a better determinant of health compared to a number. So I would rather see healthy habits, like maybe going to the gym every day. Maybe a physical activity log would be something good to measure our disease risk and to measure our progress and how our behaviors have changed. Another good way to measure our health is medications. Are we on medications? Can we get off of them? So as we get healthier, chances are those medications will decrease. And what does a decrease in medications mean? More freedom and more money to spend on vacation. So honestly, who wouldn't want that? Another way to measure our health, so far we have medications, we have inches, we have physical activity, increase in it, we have our food journal, and the biggest way to measure our health would ultimately be, drum roll, our energy levels, right? So how do we feel? Do we feel awesome? Because honestly, that number on a scale will not dictate our energy level. So I really want you to think back to when you first started whatever journey you're on and ask yourself, Do you feel better? Do you feel like a better person? Because ultimately, we are trying to improve our quality of lives by choosing healthier choices. So, this is why, as a registered dietitian and a health coach, I feel that the scale is not the best indicator. Instead, focus on how far you've come and how you've improved as a person. So, again, my name is Michelle Robleski. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist. I work at a private practice and I absolutely love it. But other things I do on the side, I am an AFA group exercise instructor. I teach like a bajillion classes. I teach Zumba Kids, Zumba Toning, Strong by Zumba, Tabata, which I'm more active with right now, and I will kick your butt if I ever see you in my class. But another thing I'm becoming involved with, I am a virtual health coach. I am certified and I'm able to reach you from anywhere. So if you're on the beach, if you're on vacation, if you're at work, we will be in contact with each other, and mainly it's an accountability. So I will be able to help you help yourself anywhere in this world. And that's what I love so much about it, is the fact that I can help more people from anywhere. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I hope you aren't melting away as I am. I'm sure you can see the sweat on my face. And I will see you next Friday. Bye.